I am Andrea and I am from Utah, and we make carameled apples dipped in caramel and chocolate, and then we put a lot of different toppings and things on. I started this 25 years ago. I had 2 babies and I decided I wanted to stay home. So I started making apples, and Sundance, Robert Redford's company, we started selling to them. We had all the stores in Utah, we would sell them. And then we also did the pretzel rods dipped in caramel and chocolate. But today I'm going to show Maya how to do the apples. And it's very fun and they're very yummy. So instead I make thousands and thousands and thousands of apples. And so instead of making all my own homemade caramel, which would take way too much time, I buy in 5-pound blocks. And then I actually use my microwave because it works a lot faster and it's more efficient for me. And then I just buy lots of different kinds of chocolates. And I really like the milk chocolate. Semi-sweet people like a dark chocolate, and then just the white. So use all different kinds. I put in the microwave for a couple minutes, and then we keep watching it. And then I'll show you. Let's look at it and see real quick where we are.
What brands do you use?
So this is the caramel. We're not even close to we're getting close, but not yet. Brands, I use Americans, but in Europe you're gonna say we have really good chocolate. So
yeah.
Yeah, so it's totally different.
Yeah.
And so we'll watch it, we'll let it go in for another minute. And so what we'll do now is we'll check every minute. We'll keep checking until it's the consistency that I need in order to make a dipped apple. Be consistent. Okay, so now we're still not ready to go. It will start kind of getting a lot more thin, so I'm going to put it in for another minute.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I saw them, there was a company, I went to the Fancy Food Show in San Francisco, and they had these huge, massive apples that they made there, and I'm like, you know what, those are beautiful, and they made them all pretty. And so I came home and I started creating our own. Okay, this is ready.
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of see it. You don't want it to bubble a lot, but you can see the consistency.
It's to be very liquidy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we are going to dip some.
Is it something you always kind of make alone, or do you make it with your family?
My whole family knows how to do them.
Okay.
I've taught tons of people how to do them. Lots of people. It's kind of fun. I mean, in the middle of Christmas, not as fun because you're just working hard, but people absolutely love them and they want them every Christmas, so I can't stop.
And did you get, where did you learn how to, when did you first see the caramel apple?
I was a very young mom. It was 25 years ago. I was a young mom, and I was home with my kids, and I was always working full time, and I needed to do something for me. And so this is how I kind of got started doing it.
And did you get a specific recipe somewhere, or did you just?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, we created, I tested chocolates, we ate tons of chocolates, we went and got samples, we bought lots and lots of product, and so we eliminated what taste we did not like. And so other people will make them and they'll say they don't taste like yours because we use a different product.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, but we make lots.
And what would you say what does this dish mean to you? I mean, not dish because it's a dessert, but what would you say it means to you? What does it ring a bell? Like when you think of it, what rings in your like?
A lot of hard work. It was my special thing that I could do with my kids. We still make them, all the neighbors, everyone. We make them all the time. What else? It helped us financially. When I quit my job, I was able to do something, but I would say more therapy than anything. This was kind of my thing, and we had great success with it. And we've had great success, so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you think a lot of American people know how to make them?
No.
Do you make these?
Holiday,
apples?
we do a ton.
Okay.
Holiday, but right now I don't do as many. But when I started out, it was all holiday, every holiday. So,
but in the fall or?
Lots in the fall. The apples, the caramels is just very much fall. And then Christmas, we do thousands of Christmas. So
Yeah. So do you just buy the ingredients at a normal grocery store?
no, I have a specialty market that I go to.
So wait, the grocery
I just scrape it up.
The
Grocery stores, you cannot get good quality product.
chocolate? Okay.
Here in America, you cannot. So America is, but you or you can get it online and be able to make whatever you want. So, but when we had a business, we made lots of different products. We had caramel popcorn. We would dip cookies. What else? Pretzels, pears, and raspberries. Anything that would be yummy in chocolate, we dip it.
And where's the special store? I mean, where you buy?
I have to go into the city, into the bigger city for that, and so. But when we were in full production, we'd have 18-wheelers come up to the house and deliver everything, or to a shop. I had a shop in Salt Lake, and so we would.
We sold these, or
No, where we produce. I never make them just with caramel unless I have a special request.
was it hard for you to learn how to make them, or was it really easy?
It was easy.
Was it
But
easy?
when you're doing so many, holding the stick sometimes is a pain. It cramps in your fingers, so that would be the only negative. But no, it's a very easy process.
Yeah.
People, the hardest part is melting chocolate, and they get nervous about that.
You generally like to bake too a lot, or
We bake at our home. We
Yeah.
have 4 girls and a husband who's an excellent cook, and so we bake all the time. All the time.
Was baking something you learned as a child, more as an adult?
More as an adult. My mom did not cook. My mom was a cake box lady. When she grew up, everything was made from scratch, and so she had no interest in making anything from scratch, so we did not. But so we kind of decided, we got married and my husband was a great cook and our kids loved to cook, so
Just started making it.
yeah, but we'll cook anything. I mean, but baking is kind of anything with sugar and butter. That's all we do. That's what we do the very best with sugar and butter. So yeah, so but like when we travel, all we do is go to the bakeries. That is our favorite thing. We go to every bakery possible.
You don't ever really go to bakeries here.
Oh no, we do. I can.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you ever get sick of baking and cooking and you're like, oh, today I'm just not in the mood, or is it something you just always love?
Most days we love it, but when it's so busy, it's hard. When I have a big deadline and we have a big order to go out, then it gets, that's hard.
Would you say that, is this like one of your favorite things to make, for like food-wise? Like,
No.
do you have something like a favorite thing to bake?
We bake a really amazing chocolate chip cookie, the most basic thing in the world, but it's our favorite, it's our go-to treat. We will have chocolate chip cookies every week if we could. So that's probably our most favorite thing. Simple, but delicious.
Do you prefer with white chocolate or with the almonds?
I would prefer almonds,
All right.
but not a lot of people like nuts. And so I have to, this is our most popular apple, this one right here.
With the white chocolate?
Yes. Because most people don't mind just different chocolate.
So-
Okay, I'm gonna have you come try.
Yeah.
Endless, like if you, different kind of nuts, different kind of cookies, you just have to make you crunch them up. Okay.
Do you have an absolute favorite caramel apple? Well,
Yep.
your absolute favorite. Okay.
Toasted almonds. Absolutely.
Do you have a stick recipe for them? Like
Yes.
like a recipe written down for these?
No.
Okay, you just make it here.
So, yeah.
So you don't have a recipe?
I do not have a recipe, I just melt. If you know how to melt in a plastic bowl in a microwave, low and slow, you got it.
And do you still now keep on making up new like ways of doing it, and new flavors?
Combinations
Yeah,
and different ones.
yeah.
Not really. Because we do sometimes the white chocolate in cinnamon and sugar, and it tastes like an apple pie like we talked about. But not really. We really keep to what we like. Right? We like the same ones over. We're very boring.
Did it take you a while to come up with your different ways of making, or was it like super fast?
It was pretty easy. Yeah. So, I mean, you could just, any combination, if you like coconut, then put coconut in. Any combination possible.
Just whatever you like.
Yep.
So, I wanted to ask you, do people ever come to you and are like, oh, I tried your apple recipe thing and it didn't work out? Do people ever try it and then tell you, like, how it went?
They will call me in the middle of it, and I will go to wherever they are and help them make it. But usually it's close.
And do a lot of people not do it the right way and, I don't know, not buy the right chocolate or...
Well, I'll tell them exactly what to buy, but sometimes they'll warm the chocolate up too fast and it will get thick. A lot of times, sometimes they'll get bubbles in their caramel, so we immediately, and the solution to that is put it right into the chocolate. There's been some really ugly apples I've seen. Yeah. So another tip I have is I would, a way to store these for a couple of days is put it in the fridge. And before you eat it and slice it, it's important that it goes to room temperature, because if you do not and you start slicing it when it's cold, all the chocolate and caramel, everything will fall off and you will just end up with an apple. So room temperature is key.
Yeah.